Yeah.
But it literally draws in a distinction between those who live in the heavens and those who live on earth. You know what I mean? And when you think about it that way, you're literally thinking about like hovering up in space, because I mean that's what that's what heaven would be like. If you're above the earth, you're in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those who dwell in space are aliens from our perspective. So
yeah, I was going to say aliens from outer space, because aliens, angels by the mere context, are aliens anyway. Not off this place.
exactly, you know,
But
whether you're talking about extraterrestrials or interdimensionals, they're still kind of aliens. So, but like, I think it's just like archaic names for it. Before we had the name alien, we had the names angels and gods, you know, and that's how they, you know, look at the Greek mythology, look at the Hindu mythology, and they basically to a T describe what we would modern day describe as aliens. Yeah. So even with like modern technology or advanced technology, flying machines, all that shit. You know, so.
That's mentioned in the Hindu religion too, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was just thinking the point of
not just the Hindu, but like all sorts of, pretty much all religions have a version of it. You know, even like Ahura Mazda from like Iran and stuff like that. What's that religion called? Zoroastrianism. Yeah, and stuff. You know, they depict him in a like flying discs saucer type thing. The Mayans had depictions of stuff like that as well. Even in the modern day, they still do. Like shamans draw like UFO type things all the time.
See, we gotta get you back to talking about stuff like this, because you're going crazy, dude.
I'm not going crazy.
Yes, you are. Get you start talking about.
Take a joke. You just can't take a joke.
Get you back to the good stuff. The Mr. Robot that we all love and remember.
The classics.
You know, like, my goodness.
I want to talk about that stuff, but I want to push the conversation forward. I don't want to just regurgitate the same thing.
Well, do you even realize how long it's been since you've even mentioned remote viewers?
Didn't I mention it last time?
Maybe I'm not.
Well, I don't know. I talk to different people, so I do still mention it regularly.
Okay,
I try to like. I feel like a Jehovah's Witness. I'm trying to convert people into looking into remote viewing, but I don't think to this day. I've only been able to convince like one, maybe two friends to look at it with me, and they've both been amazed. My ex-girlfriend did not. She was like you. She was like did not believe in it. Didn't want to know about it. And then I started. This was back when they were doing like predictive stuff. I'm like, all right. I'll tell you what these guys are predicting for next month, and we'll talk about it next month. And like each month I would do that, and the things that they predicted would come true. And I would just show her like, look, here it is. We watched this prediction. Here's the news, blah, blah, blah. And I did that for probably 6 months or whatever. And eventually she's like, all right, I'll have a look at it. So yeah, it's
in that case, can you give me next month's UK lottery numbers?
No, just do the horse race.
Pay extra for that. They actually do monitor the crypto markets, which, you know, I don't have the money to buy that tier of stuff, but it would be interesting. I mean, theoretically, you could do it yourself. You know,
I'm kind of leery about all that too, because like especially with the sci-fi, or not the sci-fi, but the paranormal channels and stuff. Like here lately, I've been seeing a lot of people who are talking about like UFOs, and they're talking about you know, ghosts and everything, and then all of a sudden they come out with, you need to buy gold, and it's because they're plugging them so they can get paid for advertising their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's just a regular model now.
And
I don't
therefore
demonize
they're
people for
delayed
doing that.
money.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's pretty bad when they're saying, "Oh no, we're gonna have an epidemic because China's still in our frickin' nickels." You need to buy.
Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
Is it too loud or is it okay?
You're fine.
Roger,
Um,
it reminds me of that video I think Vicky posted yesterday or the day before, and which you commented on in relation to
Oh yeah.
talking about that bloke that was advertising some sort of cryptocurrency exchange for OAPs.
Well,
Yeah.
But you got to realize, Roger, this is like the new model now for alternative media people. Is like, you know, instead of like actually running ads and stuff, you know, you kind of like plug a little product here and there, and that's, in my mind, that's better than taking money from, you know, some institution or someone that's trying to buy your influence or something like that. You know what I mean?
I am okay with it as long as the product or the service has been used and tested by the commentator.
Yeah,
If
I
they're
agree.
just
I agree
blocking
with
out
that.
something just because they're getting paid for it, yeah, that's just
And I think
disingenuous.
mostly you'll see that. It's pretty rare. In at least from the stuff I watch, to find someone that just plugs random shit. You know, it's usually stuff that they use themselves.
I don't know. I have come quite.
Usually, the company will get them to use it first before they start plugging it.
Yeah, and I'm a bit.
but
If you want that one as well.
Some places overplug, which is just annoying as fuck. Alex Jones is one of them. I gotta admit, it's just
He does
too
the
regular.
He does the mineral stuff like colloidal gold and silver and stuff like that, and I'm like,
Oh, that
dude.
was years ago.
Yeah.
He does like actual gold now, like bars
No, I
and
mean, like
whatnot, but,
he thinks you should ingest it. Like,
That's gonna make them
it's gonna
I
make
don't
you-
know. That might have been 10 years ago, something
Yeah,
like that.
it was
But
about 10 years ago.
he's
when
got his
he-
whole own product line
he's
of
got
like
product, yeah.
supplements now, and he actually does pretty good with that because he designed and made his own supplement line using just the best ingredients he could find, which it's a good model. I like it because you're not relying on an external company really. So.
Stop advertising for Alex Jones, man.
I'm not. We're talking about alternative
I know.
media and how to make it work. You're gonna maybe have to do it one day. You know what I mean?
Also, the entire point of advertising medical related items. I have
Roger's gonna come out with his own personal custom line of condoms that he will plug
Damn straight.
online.
Mine's gonna be big too. They're not gonna be any of that pussy shit. They're not gonna be small. They're gonna be big ones.
Aren't you going to get them in different sizes?
Well, I could do that, I guess. Yeah, call one the Buffalo, and then the other one the frickin' the frickin'. What's the name of that?
Unicorn.
The gerbil. I'll call the small one the gerbil. I'll call it the
That might
gerbil.
already be trademarked. That may already be trademarked.
Nobody remembers the gerbil joke. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Yeah, like, come on, dude. How?
I'm just,
You know what I mean? That was like 2010, 2005, I think. But it was still freaking a good one. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, getting a gerbil stuck up your butt and shit. It's like, how can you forget that?
yeah. And now you can do it safely with Roger's gerbil condoms.
Call it the gerbil.
No gerbils were harmed in the creation of.
No gerbils have survived using.
Oh my god. Yeah, if I did do any kind of advertising, I wouldn't have any problem with it, but I'd have to know the person for one thing, and then know their product too. I agree with you guys.
Yeah,
on that.
definitely. I wouldn't start plugging NordVPN on Shadow Raid, Legend, whatever, because I don't use those products.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see Rumble just released its wallet, crypto wallet?
Yeah.
So people can like tip you now in the chat.
I feel as though I was scammed for my first
When
or
you say wallet, are we
my
talking
1
about
year.
cryptocurrencies or are we talking about internal World of Warcraft like tokens?
I haven't tried it myself, but from what I
Okay.
understand, you can actually tip Bitcoin and stuff like that if you
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
They had it for locals where you could go through and do coins for locals, and they've got their own Rumble coin too. But right now
I think
it's
that's
like
token.
my
The issue I saw is like some people got cut off and like couldn't like pull their money out of the platform.
Mhm.
So like using actual crypto is a better idea.
So it is actually technically a token rather than a coin. If you can't if you can't exchange it for money, then it's a token, isn't it?
No, you can exchange it.
Irrelevant of the the nuances of it. If you can't exchange it for currency, it's a token.
Basically, the age-old mistake that the Minds people made was to never
Yeah.
make.
Well,
They-
again, the regulatory sort of
They
US
didn't understand the
regulatory
force and the power of the
ecosystem,
mighty
yeah.
Mark Edworthy. Mark Edworthy came down upon them like a freaking beast.
I only came down after the fact, and they still haven't changed the terms of service. They still
beast of
haven't
burden.
changed that.
They should have just bit the bullet and put their servers in Yugoslavia or somewhere where no one gives a fuck, and then no problem.
Well, actually, Mia asked me if I wanted to move to another platform, and I said, "Well, all my content's already on Minds."
I don't have a problem with being on Minds. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be paying into it. You know what I mean? Like Tan wanted to do a Minds Plus thing, and he went in and he's the one who's been doing the membership thing on there. And because he's doing that, I went ahead and I did a month of Minds Plus. For as long as we have enough money from what he's donating, I'm gonna have Minds Plus to do the schedules and do the videos.
This is one of the reasons why I went for the token-based payment for lifetime Minds Plus, 100 years Minds Plus.
And to be honest with these Minds videos, these 15-minute ones that I'm doing on there, it should be you or Tan that actually uploads them on there, because you've got Minds Plus and the video won't get deleted, right?
Yeah.
So if I do it and I lose my membership, it's done. They all get deleted.
Okay. Well, that's something for us to further think about, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, at
I
least
want to. I've had the midworthy.co.uk domain for a long time, and the public pages are just empty. In fact, it's just a Joomla login page, really. And I've been thinking about using that for promoting probably the Tech Talk and some of my other content as well.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that needs a bit of development. Quite a bit of development, I think.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You guys are like tech specialists. You should be like on top of this shit, because
time is the major crux.
Because the best I can do is what we're doing here. You know what I mean? I'm a video guy. I can edit it, make it look good and everything. But if you guys want like the good everything, the full package, then you're gonna have to like set us up with a website, cool shit like that.